I think that when we go to things like that, I think it comes from a place of our insecurity as Black people.
No, because that is so culturally that's a big issue that women outside of the
You
Black
just threw some
community
shade, bro.
have. They have a major issue with darker skinned women specifically. When they compare themselves to darker skinned women, you have to understand women outside of our race look at darker skinned women and be like, there is no way y'all's men could want you more than they want us. And that's why they get on these platforms and they love it when they meet men that are like these passport bros or these red pillars, so they can look at us, point at us, and be like, oh, ha ha, all Black women, but especially you dark Black women, because I've been told that I'm adjacent to purity and whiteness.
I think this comes from a place of
Like,
insecurity, like within us, to feel like we know what's on other people's mind to that extent of like, yo, this is Hood's reason, and she just didn't like that she was Black, and because what's her name, Shelly cute, like,
So
and how
she's
like
definitely cute. So why would she take Ace and do the absolute most? Like, if you
that,
know that they're paired up, why would you put your whole coochie on that man's face?
because we don't
Because you
know.
thought you could take
No,
him.
because she was a Black woman, right? She was with Ace the entire season. Well,
That
not the
ain't
entire
good for
season,
Black.
but
but
she
she
was her
only
and Ace
went
had
eight.
a vibe the whole season, and
So
like
so
her and Huda. Oh, go, what you trying to say, M White?
man, look, the issue. I agree with part of what Lacey just said, what Bougie just said. I do think that because one, to get all of that work done, there has to be a form of insecurity there. And then she
We agree.
paid for a body, she paid for a new face, and all this other stuff.
And let's
So
not act like she didn't follow the Black woman blueprint. Fuller
Oh
lips.
my God,
But what
they
other race
that's
has
not the
it?
Black woman
she
blueprint.
What
made
other
she
race
made it.
has
You
it?
know how many? Okay, so if this is the Black woman
Let me
Okay.
just
blueprint,
let me just
if
give
this
you
is
the
the
kind
Black woman blueprint, why are all the Black women getting their bodies done to look like Black women?
real dope. Let me just
Yes,
hold on.
more
Pull
like
out real
Black
quick.
women. Yes, they
So they
want
want to
No,
look
bigger
more like
butts.
Black
they're
people.
getting their bodies done to look like the women who are getting their bodies done to look like Black women.
No, no. They're getting their bodies done to look like
Hold on.
a
That
subset of
trend
women who
started
actually
with
have
Kim
nice
Kardashian.
bodies.
No,
So
the
Bougie, this is the point I was
Kardashians
gonna
came
make. But I
along and got a
disagree with you at.
Black girl body. I'm sorry, Em.
This is the point I was gonna disagree with you at. I hear when people make the
Oh, that's
analysis,
cap.
they saying because she's a dark skinned woman and men want to get closer to the white women. I would argue that white women are further down the line than exotic women, Black women, and then somewhere under that it would be white women. Because if you watch the shows, the if you watch the shows, the white women typically don't get ran up
Mm,
after. It'd be like the exotic women or the darker skinned Black women. It
no.
I, now it, that's how that should be.
Well, the only reason
I
I say
think y'all
that,
may think we think white women are the pinnacle of stuff, but for
Somebody
most
in the
Black,
comments just said why they not getting locks. Okay, so I'm gonna answer that one question from the comments. What I want you to do, Mr. David, is I want you to go to TikTok, right? And I want you to see how many YT women's hair is falling out because they're trying to get boho braids.
Cut it out. It's
They
not.
are copying our
We are
hairstyles.
everybody on this panel is a real human being. We've never seen a white woman
What?
outside with boho braids, and if we did,
they
we only seen one.
What?
I
We
have.
might we might have only seen one white woman.
I
And
have.
What?
you,
their hair falling
how
out.
many? How many you seen?
Their hair is
Hold on.
falling out, real dope.
And
Sweeney, how many white women you seen with boho braids?
Oh, about 3 or 4 since they became popular.
Okay, you saw 3 or 4 of them. How many have y'all seen?
I don't be around nobody, but
Y'all seen a few of them. A few white women with
Oh
boho
my
braids. It's
gosh.
not. It's like saying braids are popular for white women.
Wait a
You've
minute.
seen
Let's
them
put it
before,
all
but
together now, though, real dope. If we put it together and we put together the lip filler for full lips, like
okay.
us, the boho braids and the goddess locks and all of that stuff, Fulani
Yeah.
braids, like us, and then we put together the way that they started wearing our attire. As
Mhm.
in, like, what was supposed to be deemed
Yeah.
necessary, like the bamboo earrings, and like then all of a sudden tooth gems and grills started becoming a part of their diaspora, and
Mhm.
then we started seeing these long acrylic nails that were, and even if you want to say that's not culture, it becomes Black culture because our culture was stripped, we came over here, we made something out
Yeah.
of nothing.
Okay.
So now that they're submersing ourselves in what you might call like hip hop culture, they're following our blueprint.
Yeah.
They're
Bougie.
trying to be like us. They
Who do you,
are.
who do you? If you had to guess, what most men in the world deem to be the most attractive women in the world, who would you guess that? Who are the top 2 or 3 races of women or ethnicities?
I'm definitely going all day with Black and Hispanic women, and that's on period.
No, no, but that's just
No,
that's your serious answer.
that's
Like
not true.
you're being objective and you're trying to guess what
I'm
men.
coming from a space of I know that I am attracted to women, and I've never been attracted to women
Yeah.
outside of
Oh, so you're going
Black and Hispanic
anecdotally,
women.
but we're talking about like as
Yes,
far as universally, what are
most
men
attract.
attracted
Okay,
to?
most attractive women.
Ethnicity. Who would you think it to be the top 2 or 3?
I'm definitely if we if we change it to 3, I could add in like Middle Eastern women.
Middle
But
Eastern women. What else?
but I'm
Black
still sticking
Latina
with
Latina
Black,
women.
black
You,
women
Hispanic, Black, and Middle Eastern women.
I would say I think most men probably would
and
agree
mixed.
that it may be Asian women,
Really?
Middle Eastern women,
They're so
and
pale and like prepubescent.
I'm just saying I think most men would, and this doesn't mean that this don't mean that we think so, right? But this means that I think
Okay.
that probably the vast majority of the world would consider, Asian women to be in that top. And
No,
I think statistically that's backed up too, but whatever. It would
no,
consider
about
probably
Asian women is up.
hold on, real quick, and they would probably consider Middle Eastern women and Latino women, right? What do most of these women really have? Let's talk about the Middle Eastern and the Latino women. They have a
bro.
mesh between all features of all races. So they might have the lips of Black women. They have full lips. They may have long eyelashes. They may have long hair. They may have skin that is not light, but at the same time, it has color to it, right? It has color to it. What I think that all races have some sort of way that they want to meet in the middle, right? So you might have Black women who like, I don't like my nose. I would like to get a nose job, but I love my lips. Or like, you know what? A lot of people skin bleach because they want to be a little bit lighter in other cultures that's Black, like Jamaica and all them type of places. But like, and I think a lot of white people, they want to be a little darker. This is why they tan. They want their lips a little bit fuller, but at the same time, they might like their hair and stuff like that. All of these things are like these Latina women and Middle Eastern women. They kind of meet in the middle already, and I think that's what everybody's trying to do. Like y'all not trying to look like white women when y'all put weave on.
Hell no.
Yeah, I'm not trying to look
There
like
is
white women.
there is no European hair that's sold in the store. It's all like Brazilian,
Yeah,
Peruvian,
yeah.
Malaysian.
The traits that are attractive on women, every group of women has one of them. We have full lips. Everybody wants that. We know that, right? Certain types. I don't know which race got the noses that people like. I don't know, but everybody strives for certain things. Like we all have things that we take from each other. So the idea that we all everybody just taking it from Black women. We got some women that some things that other women want, but they're not taking it all from Black. And honestly, even down to the bodies, I think the body thing is ridiculous. So many Black women are contemplating BBLs and already have them because the idea of a Black woman's body is not what we think it is because we grew up watching videos. If you go and walk down the street and you people watch, I want you to watch every Black woman that walk by you and tell me how like tell me how many not straight up and down. You not every woman that walk by you not gonna be thick. Like maybe 1 out of 10, 2 out of 10 is gonna be thick.
So real dope. What's the ranking that you have? If we were to say Asian, white, Latina, Black, what do you think they are? In order.
Asian, white, Latina, Black. As far as my personal opinion, or
No, universally.
Are y'all
I
talking
think
about
Black
desirability or
Black women would
attraction?
be in that top 3. I would think
Attraction. He was talking about attraction.
I think Asian women would be in that. I think Asian women would be up in the top 3. They may. I think Latina women might
like
be
1
number
or 4.
1. Huh?
Okay.
I think
All right,
Latina women would either be 1 or 2. I think Asian women would be 1 or 2, and I think Middle Eastern women would be 3, and 4th would be maybe white women.
Where did you rank Black women in there?
I think universally they're probably right behind them. I never dated out
So
my
you're saying
outside my
last.
race.
So you're saying
Yeah,
last.
I think you're
saying Black women are last.
one of them.
Give us your personal opinion, because
my personal opinion.
All right, how it goes, like as far as what it is, and
before
we did kind of go over this a little bit.
Can we just say our personal opinions? Because I don't.
You sure can. You sure can. You sure
my
can.
personal opinion is I've never dated outside my race, but I think like as far as just like beauty, it's such a spectrum. Like you can find beauty in any like race. Like I personally I like black women.
All right, next.
I like black women. So
Next.
Okay. Yeah, so it's listed differently. And this is just like from, whatever data that they could comprise, including hits on dating apps and stuff, which there's not many things that we can measure, but that's one of the most things that we can measure for who gets hits or not. So they pretty much listed Asian as number one. That includes Southeast Asian, then white, then Latina, then black. That's what it comes up as for women. As far as universal attractiveness, when you talk about every race included, that's the order of it.
we can't be emotional about these things. We just gotta facts is facts is facts. And
Hold on, who you said number one was?
The funny thing is that
Asian.
does it really fucking matter? Most people don't leave their region anyway, so you're gonna wind up dating within you. Like most people don't leave their country of origin.
Well,
No, it was
dating
in
apps,
context of
you have
the
plenty of opportunities. People do long distance dating more than ever right now. There's a good portion.
Like even then, when you look at it in mass, 90% of the planet do not leave their country of origin.
That's
Most
bullshit.
Sweeney, my point of even
It's not bullshit.
Sweeney, my
like-
point of even bringing that up. My point of even bringing that up was just I was trying to convey that the most attractive women that are deemed to be most attractive by I would think a majority of men in the world are women who possess traits from black women, from white. They just kind of like it's this kind of like culmination of all the traits that every race has. That was kind of my point.
You said who has the culmination of all the races?
Latino women and Middle Eastern women. They kind of like they can have full lips. They're not white. Like they have color to them, but they're not necessarily always dark skinned. Well, at least the ones that people are probably talking about, they're not dark skinned. They're like kind of like they're melanated, but they're not, and they got the full lips, and they, their noses are generally like our noses tend to be a little bit bigger. Latino women and Middle Eastern women, their noses tend to be the slender noses that people begin their nose jobs like. So that was my. And they have long eyelashes and things like that.
Does it surprise y'all that the most desired woman? Does it surprise y'all who the Asian women who they actually desire the most?
I think black men, right?
Bingo.
Nah,
the highly desired woman actually desires a
though.
black man, which is
There's
crazy.
a difference though, is because which black man are we talking about? Because if we were talking about black American men, we might not fall too high on that spectrum.
I think so.
Yo,
wait,
I'm white. Let me explain. I'm gonna explain. Because I don't think people in the Middle East get to actually experience American black men. So our image and what's portrayed to them is not what they experience. So, like, for example,
I lived in the Middle East, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you one black American man.
Do you realize?
I know a lot of people who win.
Do you realize
in
in Asia, we're talking about Asian women. You realize Asian has military bases that have lots of black men that they can have experience for.
Lots.
Let me ask a question to
Japan,
y'all.
Korea,
and Asians are most likely to date outside of their race anyway.
Real dope. Huda is supposed to be Middle Eastern, right?
Yeah, she looked Latina to me, but I guess it's her nose job. That made it.
You ever seen her before picture?
Yeah, I just saw him, and she looked Middle Eastern in her.
But y'all ain't answer my question. Why is that the most? Why is it that the most desired woman?
They don't prefer black men.
Why is it that the most sought after or the most desired woman wants the black man, but the most sought after? It's not the vice versa.
We want white men too, though. I think white men and black men are really close.
Why are black women at the bottom? Do y'all don't want to talk about it? We don't have to talk about it because I know it's probably a sensitive subject. But why does the stats place black women at the bottom?
We're not talking about nothing other than attraction level. Like we just was talking about how people.
Well, I thought the one Trev read out was it took a consolidation of dating apps, marriage rate, all that other shit into
No, like
factor
it's
that in.
attraction. But I
You can't
also
just talk
feel
about
like
attraction level without other things involved being relevant with attraction.
I
Like
But if
also
your
you do
feel
factor all
like
that in, I guarantee you, I know for a fact that dating app data supports. I think it aligns with what
That's a
Trev
great
said.
that's a great barometer. Dating apps is a great barometer. As many people date online right now, it shows you habits. It shows you all types of metrics in people's dating habits. So
but the
it
thing
absolutely makes
is
sense.
when
It's the
we're
one thing you can
comparing
really measure.
attractiveness, I think that we also have to talk about the fact that if it, let's say this survey, a prime example would be if this survey was done in like real life where they said, hey, group of 50 men, look at these four ethnicities of women and line them up in the order of which you are most attracted to, right? Can we also agree that because the Hispanic woman has similar features of the Black woman, they probably went and got a Black woman that looks Black? Like you didn't go and get a Black woman with, let's say, like how you said, the most desirable nose, because there are Black women that have that. This could have been, we went and got a Black woman with very prominent Black features and a Hispanic woman with very prominent Hispanic features and so when you're
what's a
choosing in
prominent
between,
Hispanic feature?
like for instance, like when I think of a Hispanic woman, I think of like reddish skin, I think of like uh very thick but straight kind of hair.
Okay.
um like it's certain features that or versus like I feel like, me personally, I wouldn't be the representation of the Black woman. Bo wouldn't be the representation of the Black woman
Why not?
because our skin color would compare to the Hispanic woman. So then that may have thrown off the data sensor versus, or
Nah,
like,
she
I
reaching
don't
like
agree
a
with that.
Inverse black.
no,
You know,
I feel like
Listen,
that's very important if you think
but
about it.
do
Because
you
why
think
would
y'all
you
might
bring
be
in
the
women with all very similar features, like a Middle Eastern and a Hispanic and a Black woman, depending on which ones you get, could all look very similar.
do you
Bo
think
looks
y'all
like a
might
Black
be
woman.
closer to the New York statue feature?
What's that?
no,
What do you,
nigga,
what?
no,
What?
no.
The
All right,
Times Square one.
so yeah, no.
Oh,
So
literally
oh
like the New
shit.
York statue?
real dope. So I
No.
concede your point when you're trying to say that
You think I'm
where
talking
people
about the Statue of
converge at,
Liberty, ain't you?
where the people
What you
converge
saying,
at.
White?
The one in Times Square,
I'll
the one
concede.
where the lady stands up and she's painted all green.
Yeah,
I'll,
is it safe to say
No,
that
not
that's y'all
that.
built?
No,
I'm just
so
asking.
real,
no. You talking about
no.
the art piece that they just put up a little while ago
Yeah.
Right.
Hey,
I'll
that
concede your
everybody
point,
had a
real dope.
problem with
That when you're talking
because she
about
was fat.
where the races converge at, is probably
Yeah.
where you're gonna find the most attractability because there's features that are key. When we think of like a typical very attractive Black woman, she gonna have certain traits. I can't see it with Asian unless you just localizing it to like one feature that somebody would say is highly desirable. But that
Mhm.
bleeds into the Latino like around the eye region, right?
Yeah.
So like you would find like that look across races through like let's say Eritrea, Somalia,
Yeah.
Black
Those
American,
women are
darker
some of the
skin
most
Indian
beautiful on earth
women,
to me.
Yeah,
Cape
I probably will
Verdean
put them number
women,
yeah.
one.
Or like
Dominican women,
Ethiopia. Yeah.
yeah, like all like across all of them is that subset,
Yeah.
and everybody that falls in there kind of can look within two or three like similar.
Yeah.
Like they almost can be mistaken for each other as far as the archetype of beauty. And I'm saying white women don't come into that paradigm at all. Neither
I
do
think
Asian women.
I think they can to some degree. Not fully into that paradigm, but I think that the most attractive white women, well, at least to me and probably like Hispanic men and stuff like that, are the ones who actually got some color to them. I don't know if anybody on here think pale white women are attractive. Be the ones
No.
that got some color
Depends.
to them. Y'all remember Angelina Jolie and her lips and stuff like that? It would be somebody who got some actual, some lips to them. and somebody who
like
kind of
Scarlett Johansson or some shit.
it would be like we would, and it
Yeah,
would
the
be
thing that made Brooke Shields pretty was her distinctive eyebrows. Everybody always
yeah.
talked about her
I,
very
ne-
thick
I never saw her for
eyebrows.
any of them. Like I never thought they was like attractive. Like I don't know,
Angela, come
maybe
on,
I
man. Angelina Jolie was bad, bro.
no, bro. I
They
didn't
say
see it.
everybody's saying that the
Didn't
prettiest
see it.
white girl in like the current like times of what is going on in culture and stuff is Sydney Sweeney.
Sydney's ill. Did I say ill? I'm sorry, I didn't say that out loud. Did I?
Yeah,
The
they
fact
said,
that
but you know what's
Sydney who?
crazy? I don't think like have y'all seen Euphoria? Because I think the Alexa
Yeah.
girl that plays the best friend is way prettier than Sydney Sweeney.
Oh
But
shit,
Sydney
Angelina
Sweeney
Jolie
is
was
like
bad.
she skyrocketed for her looks versus
Oh,
Alexa. I haven't seen her
She's
on
not
no
ugly.
other
She just
show.
she
Can
looking
we have a
Christian in
better
the face now.
conversation, man? Can we say that
yeah.
is
M
the
White.
same?
What was you getting at?
She's not
Damn,
white.
I,
man,
Alexa's
I'm
not
I'm
white.
about to get over here, y'all.